Right. Hi everyone. Welcome to the 4-year anniversary for JacobDocs. I'm joined by co-creator Scarlett
Hello.
for season 2 and onwards, and the MVP of this commentary. We have the legacy creator Steven.
They dragged me out of a cave.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, I'm so glad to be here.
No, I'm happy here too, man. No, it's
Man, this
fucking
looks
awesome.
nice. It looks a lot better than I remember.
Yeah, I did. You'll probably notice I did a few touch ups throughout. I'll give away like parts of the story of like how this came to be and stuff, right? So Steven, you'll probably remember as we were getting to like the original like season 2, right? Because like we had made season 1, and then we started work on season 2. Season 1 mostly being like your stuff, and then season 2 was like focusing on like Tim.
Yeah.
And then at that point, you felt burnt out and you wanted to leave, and so you just left,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of just gave the hat away. I was like, listen, man, my showtime is done. It's up to you now. Like,
anymore. I can't keep doing this.
man, I had to move too, so like I'm not even near the old park that I used to go to.
Yeah. Although I'm really happy for you, man. Like you're just living your own life, man. Like that's it.
Yeah, man, bought a house.
Yeah.
I have a
Fucking
stupid
awesome.
fat bird in a cage now. His name's Peter.
Damn.
Yeah.
So yeah, after we had gotten to like the second season, I realized that this, like what you see here for like season 1 is basically all the series was, right? So the whole series is like an hour and 10 minutes long, maybe a little less, maybe like an hour and 30 minutes. Because I did have to delete a few videos and a few entries because I thought they were cringe and they didn't really guide the plot or anything,
Oh yeah, I get it because like
Yeah.
low key, I was just making this stuff for the love of the game. There was no real ideas behind it besides, okay, I'm gonna try to make something out of Play-Doh.
And it was a pretty solid attempt. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
I still loved it. It's hence why I kept going with the vision, because I'm just like, we can maybe touch up a few places here. Like obviously,
One of the
Stephen,
things
you'll remember that the start. Hang on, sorry. You'll remember that the start of it was like, it was Jacob alone, and then we introduced him and stuff. And like the original entries, Tim shows up in entry 3 to give like a fucking, like he calls it entry 1, right? He shows up in entry 3 and was like, here's a recap of basically everything that happened in Marble Hornets, right? And it's so redundant because it's like, okay, anyone who's gonna realistically watch this has more than likely heard of Marble Hornets, and if they haven't, then they'll just go back and watch it,
Yeah.
So I had to start it off with Tim because I was just like, well, fuck it. Actually, it makes more narrative sense, And who knows,
There's something I gotta let you know about. You know how there was like that one video where I had to hide a tape on the bridge or something? There was no tape. The tape was a lie. It was a 3DS.
Damn, I can't believe you lied to me after all these
I lied
years.
not only to you, but all the viewers. All these years, I've lied to every single one of you.
All 1,000.3 of us, man.
It's not the first time, I lied. Like, the main character video, oh god. They've fallen for my illusion. Anyways. Man.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
I used a PC monitor to make that. that glitch
Nice.
effect, by the way. I just shoved my phone in front of it, my little Android. I think some of this was recorded on a laptop, actually.
Oh, cool.
Another idea I remembered, was I had the idea of Silent Hill at the time, like one of the games where this guy's like trapped in an apartment
Mhm.
and goes through a hole in the wall to go into an alternate world.
Yeah.
I didn't really keep those implements for him, but like Jacob's character, in a sense, was always meant to not make it past season 1.
Yeah. Which is a shame, but it is also like, oh, it makes sense. Because it then drives Tim to be like, fuck it, I'm not gonna run away this time.
Okay, so I'm remembering a lot more now.
I think Jacob shows to Tim that it's not over. That it can still affect people and it can still make it worse.
Yeah. I mean, I would love to see it more as just like, oh, that thing killed all my friends. Yeah, I'll run away. Oh, some random 17-year-old kid. Don't worry, buddy. I'm going to save you.
The thing is, a lot of Jacob's story happens off the camera, and a lot of it you can imagine it really if you'd like. I really wonder what the fandom would interpret, how horrible the arc would be, what kind of like abandoned structures would be in the arc. Like what are dense areas that the operator would find as a strong frequency area? Because like the thing is, it's obvious the operator has radiation, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, he has, like, a sensitivity field. So it's like, what buildings do you guys imagine would be, like, stuck in the arc?
Yeah. I mean, the way I loved seeing it was like, oh, the arc is basically just, like, to put it really simply, it's like the Upside Down. Only, like, yeah, like you say, it's radiated. There's, like, tons of different, like, things that are wrong with it. You know, like, everything is off. Yeah, like it's deteriorating and stuff, and like everything, it's like a 1-to-1 replica, but it's not. It's a 1-to-0.5 replica where there's just a little thing that's off, and you're like,
Okay, imagine a Minecraft super flat world, alright? Imagine a Minecraft super flat. And then there's little bumps in the hills. Those little bumps on top are our reality. So basically what the operator, I imagine, does is that he just, climbs up onto those little bits of reality and uses them to, look into our realm. That's how I'd imagine it.
Yeah. I do kind of like, and I know this is probably against like Troy Wagner and Joseph Delage's like original like intentions, but I do like thinking of Slenderman and vice versa, the operator, as like they're observers who take humanity and take everything in our world and everything, and they just want to look at it from afar or like really up close and like just kind of learn, you know? And then obviously being an animal, it doesn't fucking understand what it's doing, you know? So when people are becoming infected and become its prey, it's like, oh, food. It doesn't see it as, oh, humans, you know?
I actually have a different idea of the operator a little bit. Have you ever heard of the King in Yellow?
No, I haven't.
Alright, an info hazard of an eldritch horror. Now, this creature, low-key, terrifying concept. Like, the thing is, even the people who wrote about the King in Yellow were like, yeah, I low-key just got inspired by something that wasn't my own. I wasn't inspired by my own artistic creations. I just did it. Instinct. And then we kind of just never elaborate. And that's the intrigue I kind of got about it. I was like, huh. The King in Yellow is kind of like our version of a Slender Man in a way, in our reality, a little bit. But they more or less have kind of similar things where basically the King in Yellow, he uses a book of a play to drive people into madness. And my idea is the King in Yellow likes watching stories play out as chaos unfolds. maybe the operator slash Slenderman works in a similar way.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know. But our creation, the tree, is that what we're calling them, or are we gonna start calling them the operator again?
Oh no, yeah, we've said like tons of times the operator, and I'll give everyone a. This will be like the official reason why, right? And it's not out of like hatred towards Troy Wagner or us trying to be like, oh my god, look at us, we're exactly like Marvel. No, you wanna know why? It's because I think it would be really funny that everything about Marble Hornets in the world of Marble Hornets is seen as fake, like in the comics, right? And also like in the wider Slenderverse, right? So genuinely people just think it's fucking fake, right? And so Tim is looking on like DeviantArt and stuff, right? And this is I feel like I've said it before as like a passing joke in the series. I think like season 2 I bring it up. But it's like, oh, like he calls it the operator because that's what people on like DeviantArt and stuff have said. And Tim clearly knows what the internet is and what gaming is, because we see throughout season 1 that my guy for like the past like 14 years has been playing Dead by Daylight, you know. So it makes sense.
Someone definitely
You know.
been here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think it's funny, and then because he calls it the operator, right? Because he's like, he's calling it that thing and stuff, and everyone else is just kind of reacting to him. They end up just calling it that out of like behavior, being like, oh, he's calling it that, so why can't I call it that? You know. Hence why Kate, she later on in season 2 says something and is like, oh, I saw the operator too. And it's like, oh yeah, it's because Tim fucking mentioned it.
I just realized that
No, I don't listen to
did Jacob being such like a young character, low key. I wonder one thing: his parents, low key. Like, what do they think about all of this? Like, their kid kind of just went missing, gang. And another thing, I'd like to mention: the reason why they're not even appearing in any of the videos or anything is not because they don't have actors. No. I very much have very alive parents. But the thing is, Jacob, I think he was in a private school at the time, and that was more or less a dorm that he was at. He's like one of those Christian private schools that he turned up.
Yeah. His parents just have no fucking idea, and they're thinking, oh, our boy is gonna become such a pristine young man getting a high-paying job. And it's like, no, he's dead, right? That boy is dead.
Yeah, he
got scooped up. He got put in the blender.
He fell in a hole.
Yeah.
He met God.
Yeah.
Anyway, no offense to religion or anything, but
Yeah.
I personally want to just bring back to the entry 5 here.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the editing we had to work with back then was funny as hell, considering we had the JPEG for Slenderman.
Yeah. A JPEG for Slenderman, because we couldn't get, it was hard for you to get like a Slenderman actor. And also me, because I had no one at the time. And then, also, you filmed everything, like, in portrait and not vertically. So it just made it, like, a really weird style, you know? Hence why making edits, like, I don't mean to, like, dog on it or anything, but making edits can be, like, really fucking hard for that reason, exactly. Because I'll need to, like, zoom in, and then for the edits, it'll just be really up close to your face here. If I try and make, like, a Jacob edit, I'm like, damn, Like,
I've decided.
why are we
that
so
for now,
close to
I'm
it?
going to try to make my house a safer place. Because
I never thought about that. Making the
Yeah.
series. I never did.
Seeming
Yeah, no, I know, because originally you wanted to do it on TikTok, and then I think it's so funny. I remember we made like a separate TikTok for like Tim and Masky to like post videos, right? And I lost access to this. This is kind of the nail in the coffin of why we decided to move over to YouTube after a couple years. Like, I lost access to that TikTok account. So there is a random ass fucking TikTok that has got like all the original entries of like, you know, Tim's and stuff, right? And
that's all for you to find out, viewer.
Yeah, no, you guys, like, go on TikTok right now. I think it was something, I think it might have been Right Home. Like, search up Right Home or Returned Mask or something like that. I think, like, some shit, right?
Dollar store pasta.
Go look for that fucking TikTok. Report back here and comment, like, saying
Oh wait,
you
hey,
found
do
it
you
or
remember
some shit.
how we got a footage of a crocodile eating a turtle for this video?
Yes, oh my god, that is like my favorite fun fact, right? I know it's so like I know it's gruesome as fuck.
That is
dude,
gruesome and morbid. I don't
fucked.
support animal cruelty.
No, neither do I. Neither do I. I think it is horrible.
No, Tim totally does, guys. I'm joking,
you know
I'm joking.
what? I'm a horrible person. I'll hunt anything that moves. No, but like, no, the minute, like, it was so funny. It was a random ass fucking Tuesday, right? And Steven had sent me the video being like, in fact, I can probably go in our DMs right now and like look for it, right? In mine and his DMs and be like, oh, like, you know, he was saying to me like, oh, here's this fucking, like, here's this random ass video, you know? I'm just like, ah, cool, right, that's awesome. And like, I'm watching along, and it's like, it's the most fucking morbid video you could ever think of, you know? Like, oh my god, it was so freaky. But at the same time, I was also like, oh, but that's so fucking cool. Like, we should use, like, it's so more in the nicest way possible. It was like morbidly fucked up enough to be like, right, I'm gonna put this in the series. And so we did it. We just made it like a little overlay kind of thing.
Hey, Lauren.
Fun fact, I just found the TikTok.
Oh my god, yes.
It's called Old Face, and it's Returned Arc.
Returned Arc, oh my god.
And the only reason I know it's the right one is because it has hashtag Swan Lake in it.
Oh my god, yeah. There's another thing. I'll say it here today as well.
Investigator.
Trying
to get into.
Yeah, we were originally gonna call this Swan Lake, and we had called it Swan Lake for like a good while, right? And we were basing it the same way that they had originally named it Marble Hornets, which is like, oh, we found two different random things, like a marble floor installation service truck or something, and then like a hornet removing thing, right? And so we went around on Google Maps being like, oh,
we lost.
Shit, hang on.
Okay.
Oh, I'll go ask if he's okay.
Could you tell me what you think?
I'll need to remod him. Fuck, hang on.
Look.
We lost the legacy creator.
Kate is most likely dead. And
The fun thing about this TikTok is it's following a bunch of other things.
I went to her house.
So, enjoy what I've just sent you.
Delirious ramblings on him. I picked up a tall, faceless man.
want to pause the video so
Actually,
doesn't
yeah, we
itself.
probably should. Alright,
Oh,
we'll
there's
be
another one.
right back.
Oh, there's another one. Sorry, I'm going down a rabbit hole now.
Technical difficulties.
You're fine, you're fine. I'm trying to find the original video that you sent me with the fucking crocodile right now. So I'm going through and trying to find. I don't even remember when we did it, you know?
Currently seeing what TikToks are connected to other TikToks because it's fun.
Oh my fucking god! Wait, Steven, do you actually no? I won't ask you that. I wanna keep that side separate from the creation side. Anyway, you fine? You still watching?
I just got some French fries.
Ooh, dude, I'm so hungry. Holy shit, yeah, I remember when you messaged Womp Stomp Films on TikTok. That's crazy. I'm making a filter that's just media. Hang on. Alright. You ready? You ready for me to unpause?
Yeah, ready to unpause this shit.
Alright,
Let's
here
go.
we go.
We got it. I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know why I made a drawing. I kind of feel like Jake was at this point doing it just to rate it.
He was just like, why not? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Not mind control, not nothing. Just rate it. I'm paranoid.
No one else is just ransacked and still alive.
Well, I'm gonna have to hang up, but I'm gonna try to find her. And sorry.
Look.
I love how he says, well, I'm gonna hang up. It just...
Well, yeah, because
it's-
he's gonna hang up a call. Of course, he's gonna let the person know he's hanging up.
It's just a little funny how he says it.
I don't know, man. Who's more socially inept, Jay Merrick or Jacob David? Who knows?
JacobDocs.
Damn.
Alright. I think you unfortunately deleted the link. I'm so sad. How could you, man? Like, damn it. But it was
I
all
found it on
like,
YouTube one day.
Yeah, I know. Like, that was the crazy part. You just found it randomly on YouTube. I was like, oh, that's sick. Like, that's actually fucked. Let's use it.
Okay, you finally came. All right.
I'm pretty sure you can find it if you just looked it up on YouTube.
All right.
Yeah. No one go and do that, though. The original video is a bit fucked up. Like, it's not bad, it's just a bit fucked up.
I need to show you the trails. Yeah.
Oh, here's Lauren Strode, the friend of Kate Denson.
Okay.
Who's now Kate Dedden.
Yep, Kate Denson. Yep.
Yep, Kate Denson's totally dead, right, guys?
David is no longer
Well, see, right, and I mean this in like the nicest way possible. I'm not meaning it to be like, oh, like, fucking, oh, I want to get rid of a character and like waste shit, right? I think it would make so much more sense that like Kate Hayes, who's like recognized in the series as Kate Hayes, is like like she is known for killing Lauren, like a totally different Lauren. Maybe in Jacob's kind of searchings and stuff, he's researching it and he's hearing something that relates to him about this Kate Denson, right? And it's just a really big fucking, like, it's a really big coinky dink, and now he's just killed Lauren for a totally unrelated thing where there was just a coincidence that it's like kind of the same thing.
Dyslexia. Yeah, dyslexia and mixed up the name.
Yeah. Just like me when you asked me, oh, what's Kate's second name? I didn't know I had to become Google, right? But like, genuinely, why we called no, like I'm pretty sure it was the filming of like that video, the phone call one. You had said to me like a minute or so before filming, hey, like, what's Kate's second name? And I was like, I think Denson, right? And I was like, yeah, it's Denson, yeah. It then took us, I think, what, 4 months, right? 4 months of playing Dead by Daylight together, and me maining Kate Denson in the game before I was finally like, oh, I fucked up. I gave you the wrong name, and it was like too late to change it. Yeah, by that point it was too far gone. We fucked up.
Lauren, wait. Lauren, please, hold on. Wait, Lauren, come on. Listen, I don't know what's going on. I just.
You know what? Hey, just add just some more character flaw, technically. So.
The mask.
Yeah.
It might have been an accident at the time, but it worked out later in the series.
Yeah.
I'm the crazy
Because
one.
then we can have like Kate. Oh, actually, fuck. Wait, it just passed, right? I remember Steven had thought that he had caught Slenderman in the background here.
Oh my God!
Told me to zoom in on like a very specific frame. I was just like, fuck it, I'll do it. I zoomed in. It was not Slenderman, but we genuinely thought that dark tree in the back was Slenderman for like a solid 2 minutes.
Oh no, that was Slenderman, guys. No.
You know, it totally was. See all you creepypasta fans on TikTok? Yeah, be vindicated, my children. Please
Yeah, that's
don't,
right.
actually.
I went to the mansion. Yes, there was pasta.
I went to the mansion. It was a pretty good mansion. The best mansion
I
I've
love
ever
pasta.
seen. That pasta was quite creepy. Quite creepy. No, no, yeah, now we can have, like, our kid.
So what's even
you know.
happening? Is this hoodie getting like a YouTube short level like recap?
See, yeah, I think it was, right? And this is like the last remaining remnants of like the old videos, or like fully the old videos and shit before I like edited them all out and stuff. Which sucks. It fucking sucks, but like, you know, yeah, I think this was like Brian saying like, "Hey, I'm here." And the reason I made that, the reason I filmed that was I had a GoPro. I was testing it out, and it was fucking shit, right? It was really low quality. But then it was really dark in my room, which added to it. I was like, okay, how about I, like, film a little thing? So while it was on charge, I started filming. Because the battery on it was shit. Like, it only lasted, like, 2 fucking minutes. I had to charge it for so long. I was like, fuck that. Right? And it was like a cheap GoPro. It wasn't like an actual one. So, like, in fairness.
Oh,
like,
it was a slow-mo.
Exactly, it was a slow-mo. You know, only recorded for like 2 minutes before the battery died. I was like, oh, this is a piece of shit. So I recorded that entry and then chucked it in the bin. I was not dealing with that shit.
Is that where the case comes from then?
That's where the case comes from, yeah.
Makes so much sense. You guys up to answer a question? I think it's actually a pretty good one.
Alright, alright.
Yeah, I'm totally down to answer some questions, actually.
Should I say who it's by, or...?
Yeah,
Sure,
go ahead.
yes.
Okay, so DJ asks, how did everyone involved discover Slenderman, and games, Marble Hornets, and the Slenderverse?
Alright, who wants to go first?
Oh, let me get a cookie real quick. Hold up. Gotta get a cookie. Hold on.
Yeah, you gotta get a cookie, man. You deserve a cookie.
Alright, so...
Day when I was a wee little lad.
On a cold, brisk morning where me mother squealed.
But yeah, I found out about Slenderman very short after I found out about Five Nights at Freddy's from watching a Markiplier video.
Sorry.
And then, later, dominoes fell, and I found Marble Hornets, and it took a more serious approach to the tall, kind, caring, faceless anomaly that turns out is a radiation center of horror. Okay. Oh yeah, this is when we added Toby. I love this part.
Yeah, this is when we added Toby. Oh, dude, this is so fucking good. The minute you filmed this, I was just like, oh my god, I love it. And then when you did it sideways, right? See when you had the camera like landscape. Oh my god, it just added to it, like right here. Just fucking beautiful, man.
I actually hurt myself doing that.
Yeah.
I got my finger stuck in the door.
This is what you call fucking like dedication, you know? If you don't hurt yourself for the project, do you really even care? Be an independent filmmaker today. You will break your bones.
You will get punched.
Yeah.
You may get kicked out of your favorite stores.
Yeah.
I've been kicked out of 7 Targets.
I burned those Targets.
Anyways.
I killed a man. Lured him over with a tin of beans. That's
Yeah,
my
I found
favorite way
it
to do
from a Markiplier video. Yeah. And then I just dived into it and later spiraled into the Slenderverse. I found all sorts of ARGs and I thought all of them were fantastic, and then I found out about the concept comic. I was like, hey, why isn't there a film adaptation of this? You know what? Fine, I'll do it myself. But I'll make a self-insert though, see? Because that is funny as heck.
Yeah. Because what every good sequel needs its cast of original characters.
Yeah, like Gravy Man and Ingestible and
Jared.
Ron.
I'll go next. So, how I found I'll go in order, right? So Slenderman and all the games and everything. PewDiePie. Yeah. Like his video was out there, and as a kid I loved it. I was like, oh my god, that's so funny. Then more stuff about Slenderman. I was wondering like what the fuck Slenderman was, and I was searching up a bunch of things on YouTube, and I discovered a thing called Slenderman Caught on Camera 2011, and I was like, okay, I'll press play on this video. And it was about this guy. He was an uncle looking after his niece, right? And he was going on a bike ride, and in the background you can see his niece get taken away. And that was my introduction to like a somewhat found footage like thing. That was a thing called Gamers Revenge UK. Fucking loved it. I thought it was so fun. Now I didn't really appreciate the fact that their videos were basically clickbait all the time, trying to like engagement farm and get people to click on it to like. Because what you would get is like a few videos that you've already fucking seen that were silent, or like had like the creepy music for YouTube uncopyrightable stuff back in the day. And then towards the end, you finally get like a new entry in the lore, which I thought was fucking great. I always loved the new lore and everything, you know. And the way that they made their Slenderman and stuff, it was cool. But from there, they had made like a top 10 video, I think, and Marble Hornets was featured in it. I was like, what the fuck is Marble Hornets? So I go and watch Marble Hornets, and dude, I am just fucking, I'm hooked from there, right? I thought it was so fucking cool. But the reason I got into Slenderverse, right, so I used to be a cosplayer, as Stephen will know, considering that's how we became friends. I used to be a cosplayer, and I knew these people, none of us are friends anymore. I used to be a massive dickhead, but these people were like pure Slenderverse fans and stuff, and like when they heard that I was getting into Marble Hornets, they were like, oh my god, blah, 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 like going crazy, right? But I had already watched it like years ago. I just like at the time I had watched it years ago. This is like 2019. And I said to them, like, no, I watched it years ago. And they're like, really? What happens in it? I'm like, I couldn't tell you. I was too young. And then I start lying about it to be cool, because they're like, oh, fake fan. I was like, I'm not a fake fan. I like Marble Hornets. So I started lying to them. I was a massive dick. But they were telling me all these things about, like, series like Everman Hybrid and Dark Harvest or Tribe 12 and stuff. You know, I was hearing all about that. I was like, oh, what are those? And they were like, oh, they're like Marble Hornets. I was like, oh, cool. Where can I watch it? On YouTube. Oh, how do I find it? Oh, you just search it up. Oh, is there like any alternate channels I need to worry about? And then I get ignored at that question. And then I come to find out that apparently there's a Minecraft server involved in one of these fucking series. And you got it, like, there's all sorts of fucking lore that's now lost to time and is technical lost to media, purely just because people can't access it. And so I'm sat with the dilemma of, do I really want to deep dive into what the fuck an Everyman Hybrid is? Or do I want to stick to my Marble Hornets? So I stuck to Marble Hornets for years. I meet this guy and he invites me to a server for another series called The Cadell Show. And I meet one of my friends, Jasper. And then from there I met like a few Slenderverse creators in there, and like we're chatting, we're having a fun time. And as the years go by, and as we're watching stuff and talking, I'm finding out about all these other fucking Slenderverse series and how there is like different generations. The drama, oh my god, the drama! Oh, there was drama galore, you know, like I'm learning the history of Slenderverse from these people. But I'm also like,
Get back here!
you know, I'm hearing about people like going crazy over a documentary being made on Slenderverse. I was like, oh, that's fucking awesome. And a couple months later, I get accepted in the Slenderverse Creators Group. So yeah. That's how I find out about all that stuff.
I love how this scene, Jacob was going way too aggressive, and even Scully had to step in and be like, hey, man.
You're doing too much here, pal. You gotta fucking stop.
You know what? You're perfect for assimilation.
He's fucking kneeling to him like, you're a fat fucking chud.
Listen, man. I have to take a sit. Take a seat.
So you're in detention.
So you're in the ark. Whoop-de frickin' do.
Oh my god.
So you're in the ark. Whoop. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. I have the perfect thing for this. You're going to actually find this really fun. Hold on.
Alright.
Hey, guys. Are you guys ready for the new voice reveal for Scully?
Yes.
Well, you found yourself in the ark. Whoop-de frickin' do. So, here's how it's gonna play out. You're gonna run. Skibbity sigma.
Anyways, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah.
And this is my impersonation of Scully.
Oh.
Yeah. This is what I think he sounded like.
Does it include the music?
Oh shit, wait, I didn't even know about that, sorry. Fuck. God damn it.
Yeah,
This ruined,
I was
my
musical.
joke.
No, that made it even better.
Yeah, I know.
Because I thought that was put on purpose.
Well, now it's time for me to back out of here.
All right, bye. Man, this is just like the canon thing. Whatever happened to Scully? I'm curious.
I think Sully just said, fuck this shit, I'm gonna sit on the sideline and wait.
Is he really gonna do this again? Is the GOAT really gonna stand on the sideline again?
I was over on the bench.
I heard something.
Gosh dang it, Scully, quit being a bum.
I have this.
I love how in the glitch right there, you can just see the original video where it was basically just, oh yeah, we filmed in the snow.
Hey. Tim, listen, I'm sorry to tell you this. I gotta go. I have to pick up my girlfriend from work.
Alright.
Take the gas, so...
Yeah, that's fine, man. Thank you for joining. Alright, you have a good one, my bro.
Hey, you guys have a good one, too. I can come back and, finish later, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, that's fine. We can get a recording of you answering the rest of the questions later.
Lauren.
Thanks, I appreciate it. I really appreciate you guys reaching out to me. And it was so nice to get to join you guys.
Hey, you're always free to come in, alright? You are part of the Pigeon Plum family.
Much appreciated. I'm gonna see you around.
Alright. Boy.
I'm thriving. I'm fine. But
Well, what are we doing from now?
Well, I mean, you can ask me the rest of the questions.
see,
Yeah. Most of them are by our
someone
lovely.
gave me this.
I want to call them one of our #1 fans because they are Alan.
Yeah.
I don't want to use it.
Only reason I say that is because they comment on nearly every
Things I've seen in here.
actually every video we post.
Yeah. They're our number
And
one
we-
fan. They're our #1 fan and a great friend of the channel. Right? Fucking love them.
We
And
appreciate you so much.
We know you're watching this. We love you, buddy. Anyway, what do they ask?
Alright, I'm just gonna work down the list. What are some ideas that you will never use in the series but want to?
You know, it's so funny. When I saw them ask this in the server, I was like, oh my god, like, Steven, don't answer right now, that's for the video. But, I'll just say it now. I know Steven will probably have the same answer to me. But, Jeff the Killer. We had a concept for Jeff the Killer, but we kind of decided not to do it. Because it's like, okay, that's a... Jeff the Killer, I feel, is a very hard kind of like... is a very hard character to make realistic, right? Like, they're very hard to make real. And although we were trying to make like a thing where it's like, okay, he's just a psycho who does makeup. Or, okay, he's a victim who, when he got killed, he made a scar or something. Or it's like a mask, you know? Like, he went crazy and killed someone and then took their mask, and that's what it is. We're making all sorts of fucking convoluted ideas to get the effect of having Jeff the Killer in this series. Obviously being another antagonist, but this time being like an antagonist that they can kill without any guilt, right? Maybe adding a plot line with Toby where Toby and Jeff, like, you know, they work together and they are basically what the fandom think, or at least the creepypasta fandom thinks of Masky and Hoodie. They assume that Masky and Hoodie are like... Yeah, they assume Masky and Hoodie are like both murderers, and it's like, no, here's real murderers, right? Here's like Toby and Jeff, two fucking psycho killers who were just teenagers who didn't know what the fuck they were doing with their lives, after something really traumatic happened to them both. But we eventually said that it's probably a bad idea, because with Toby, it can kind of make sense in the world of JacobDocs, right? And Marble Hornets and Slenderverse and whatnot, right? Like, although something I get quite a bit is, oh, they're all separate universes, why are you mixing them all? I think in the world of, like, Slender the Arrival, everything that happens in Marble Hornets, like, fits it. Considering that Slender the 8 Pages was a Marble Hornets fan game, right? They took many different things from Marble Hornets, so it only makes sense to put that fan game in, like, you know, in the universe. And then the sequel to that fan game, the, you know, really heavily produced Slender the Arrival, again, lore-wise, it makes sense. Putting Toby in there, that kind of comes from, like, this misconception I had about Slenderverse, where I thought that Slenderverse basically was, if you make a project with Slenderman in it, you are in the Slenderverse, and that's it. And Toby was kind of like a blurring of the lines between what's creepypasta and what's Slenderverse, because he was like, okay, my mainline story has Slenderman in it, and is like a main part of my story. I am basically a Slenderverse creepypasta. And so I thought, like, yeah, no, that could blur and blend into Slenderverse. And at the time I thought that it was like a different thing. I thought Marble Hornets was Slenderverse, which it is and it isn't. It's kind of just an honorary member. Like, I'm finding out now that I've joined the community and stuff, like, Marble Hornets is, like, it's not really Slenderverse per se, it's an honorary member. Because obviously it does like a lot of different Slenderverse things, and Slenderverse is obviously created thanks to it, but it's in its own separate little world way off into the distance, you know? And that's kind of how I thought Toby could be. I thought Tiki Toby's story could be like its own separate kind of thing that now links to JacobDocs, or at least our version of Toby, our fictionalized kind of, like, I guess copyright free version would be like different in that sense, because, you know, we've made so many changes, and I just thought it would make sense, it would be cool, you know. But when you do that with Jeff, it's just totally different, because Slenderman has no presence in Jeff's life other than, like, fan theories, you know. Oh, the tingling sensation he got in his head that made him want to kill. Oh, that was Slenderman. It's like, yeah, great theory in paper, but in practice, people will say fuck off.
But also Creepypasta Mansion.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. Although, I will say, anyone who does think that Slenderman was just the guy behind all the creepypastas existing, not fan theory, I do think it's a really good fan theory, you know?
There's a lot of theories out there that I like. I am also.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Actually, can't say the
say
answer.
it.
I was gonna say. Sorry, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say that I am a person who likes Slenderman is a father figure to all these scared teens. I do like that small.
I don't.
I like the wholesomeness of it. Just that
don't.
side group. But that's just my opinion.
I think it's all okay. Another idea. Right, so I'm gonna go against a question here. Another idea that I'll never use in the series, and that none of us are ever gonna use again, and I don't want to use it, is we had a character named Cora who technically was in season 1. You see her for like a blink second, right? And like Cora was fine. Cora's concept was just it was some stalker person who like was also attacking Jacob. Reason we're not gonna use that character anymore is because the person who made it had made some questionable art regarding that character and Jacob, and it's just kind of like, right, what are your intentions with the series and stuff? Also, they just didn't really produce many videos, in fairness, you know. all their videos, I mean this respectfully as fuck, like, all of their videos that they had like trigger warnings and everything, because their audience, keeping in mind this person was like younger than me and Steven, their audience on TikTok, because they didn't think to make a whole separate TikTok for it, because they wanted to make it popular, they they put warnings everywhere on their videos, and like used copyrighted music all the time, and they never really added anything to their character. Their videos were quite like, you know, TikTokified, if you will, you know, like it was just, it just didn't fit the series, yeah. So yeah, we're never using that character ever again. And if they want to go off and do their own thing with that character, by all means, like, do it, girly, you know. Hope you're having a good time, hope you're having a good life and everything. We ain't using your character ever again. Respectfully. Oh, here we go. What's been dubbed Fat Operator by many people. Or Opper Pounder, I've even heard. What's another question?
I'm gonna go with one that's short and nice, because we are on a right home entry. How do you do the glitchy effects?
How do I do the glitchy effects? CapCut. And like, I don't know how to describe it. I put a bunch of effects over itself, over and over and over and over and over. I really should. The next time I'm doing like an editing of it, like, I should get like a relatively short entry that has glitching and stuff, and do like maybe a whole stream, right? I'll do a whole stream where like I show it to people on CapCut, because I still do to this day, I still do everything on a phone. This is even being edited on a phone, right? So like, you know, like I just became comfortable doing that with CapCut and stuff. And I did make a post a while back. I'm not gonna act like I didn't post this, right? There was a point in time where CapCut like was coming out about a certain decision, and like people were like, "Oh my god, like we can't use CapCut anymore." And I was of that opinion too. I was like, "Oh my god, like that's fucking horrible. I hate CapCut." They instantly went back on that decision though. So I still use CapCut now. Although it was really bad for like me learning how to edit on a computer, because the minute I tried to actually learn how to edit on a computer, CapCut was like, "Oh, we'll go back on our terms of service." I was like, okay, right, that's a little shit, because now I've just unlearned everything from whatever editing software I was gonna use, you know, and I need someone to desperately fucking teach me another one, you know. But yeah, I edit on CapCut. It's quite simple. I do a bunch of different like overlays and effects, and then effects on those overlays, and blending and stuff. It's a whole process I couldn't fucking teach, and I couldn't tell you, but I can totally stream it one day. Like if I'm making an entry, I'll just like stream the whole process of making it, and then not release that entry for a good fucking while, you know.
You can just make a tutorial and post it on Pigeon Plum.
Yeah, but no.
This is a goodbye.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway,
Those who may
next one.
How was the feeling of recording for the first time?
For me, I was kind of used to it because by that point, back in 2022, I was already like I had already went out filming as like Tiki Toby on like a few cosplay videos and like doing that shit in public and stuff. It's like I already knew like what I was doing. I was fine. It just kind of felt the same to me. I was just oh, here's a fun fact. Kind of a sad, depressing fact. For my birthday, right? My 18th birthday, by the way, my actual one. Like I was wished happy birthday by my family and stuff, but no one bothered to fucking like go for dinner or anything like that. And fucking I was left basically alone on my birthday, I'm pretty sure. And we didn't do anything special for it. And we did have a cake prepared and all that, and like it was decorated to be like, oh Tim, you're 18. They didn't light the candles or anything or wish me happy birthday. And like I was kind of waiting on like a wee dinner or something and then doing it, you know. I thought it would be nice, but no, yeah, we didn't do it. So I go into the kitchen, I'm hungry for breakfast, and then I do what Stampy would do, which is I see the cake and I'm like, well, first off, I'm gonna record it, right? I instantly was like, oh my god, I need to record this. It would be so funny for JacobDocs, you know, like just a little teaser, because at this point in the series, I was bored and alone, just doing whatever the fuck I could and making whatever bored video I wanted to make at like 3 in the morning, right? So I see the cake, it's sitting there, it's about, like, it's ready to be lit, but no one had done it the night before. And I'm just like, fuck it, I'll do it. But I'll catch it on video, right? I'll catch it on video so that I can remember my 18th for the rest of my fucking life. And I can have the whole internet, my whole family, whether they watch the series or not, I can have every single fucking person celebrate my 18th. And that's kind of like my way of like being, you know what, world? Everyone's celebrating my 18th. And I don't mean that to be like a self-centered prick or anything. I mean that in like a, nah, I just wanted to fucking be nice and do something. I don't know, get off my back. Leave me alone. Yeah. No, back to the question, so sorry. Yeah, no, like, the recording felt the same for me. No, I just, it's like Spider-Man's web swinging, you know? Like, he just does it. That's it, you know? Unless he's severely depressed. Which is, you can't, you know what, I was trying to be really stupid when I said that, but that actually worked out into being the best fucking analogy that I could ever say. Next question.
Is there any moment on the series that wasn't originally planned and had to improvise?
Well, everything after all the Jacob stuff, yeah, all of it was improvised. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I was alone. I had no one at this point. Like, see this point in the series, I genuinely had fucking no one. So everything you're seeing with Kate, that wasn't Ed, that was me. Everything you're seeing with like, you know, the filming and everything, you know, like, it is basically only me. And the only times that I have like a second actor, it's my brother. My brother, who I had to drag out of the house and be like, you're filming with me, you know? And then like I maybe got his friend involved. Like, you'll see, I'll point it out later. We got his friend, well, our friend now, right? He's become a valued member of the team. I didn't even see it coming. Hence why it was so improvised. But we got Ryan to help film a certain portion of this as well. But it was basic, like, from here on out, this is around the time that Steven had said, right, I'm leaving the project. I was like, oh, okay. And so I was alone, and I was just filming everything again on my own. So I just improvised like every little thing. And now it's more planned out, but it is still improvised, you know. There is a lot of improv in the series.
Wait, shall we wait until you can point it out, or do you want the next question?
Go for the next question.
What are your limits while making JacobDocs? Like, what you set you will never do on it?
Well, if you're meaning like, oh, like what are things that I won't do for JacobDocs and stuff? One, Jeff the Killer. Not doing him. We can't do him at all, you know. I really want to, but we can't do him. But I think, see, I've been having these conversations a lot with Scarlett, like, especially recently as well. Like, we'll maybe come up with an idea and something will sound a bit too comedic, right? And it'll just sound like it doesn't belong narratively or tonally and stuff. And like I've had to kind of, you know, like say like, no, we can't do that, you know. And that could be like, I mean, see, Scarlett has this I don't mean to like I don't mean to
I
fucking
do a
shit
lot
on
of
you, love.
hypotheticals.
No, and that's not the problem. Like, I don't mean to shit on you, love, but Scarlett will make an idea and or a hypothetical, if you will, but say it with a cadence that, like, to me personally, like, if I'm gonna be fucking brutally honest, it's cringe, right? Like, just say it with like a cadence that it's like, oh, like, I don't know. To me, it's weird. Yeah. Here it is. So we had Ryan sat on a bench over here with the camera zoomed in as much as we could, and then me and my brother Sam, we done this, right? That's how that's how it happened. Yeah, it was great. It was funny. And that was the last scene we ever filmed for JacobDocs season 1, at least.
Comparing the Kate in this season to the Kate in season 2, it's very funny.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think it works because it's like, oh yeah, like a lot of people when Kate first originally was like seen in the game, a lot of people were like, oh my god, who's that? And like treated him like a man. When
Who's
it was
this
actually
handsome hunk?
yeah, when it was actually found out to be a woman later on in the game, and like I love that.
And then the lesbians went wild.
Well, yeah. Well, like I love. Oh, hang on.
Camera recording? Yeah. Just confused on how you want me to record.
Don't worry about why. I need you to. I need to tell you something. Something important.
About what, exactly?
It's something you should have known a while ago. The reason I moved here.
Well, shit, Mark. Could probably meet you next week around noonish.
I'll meet you then.
I feel a lot of people miss that, right? A lot of people miss that little end bit, which I found really fun. Also, little fact here, little factoid for everyone. The song right here was made by our friend Nico, and It was amazing, right? I think that this song that he composed it himself on some like app that he has on his computer. He's really talented. I love Nico. I miss the guy. I haven't spoke to him in a minute, but yeah, there you go. Soundtrack by Nico Nihilism. Like, oh my god, like it was so good, right? Like he made it because at the time he was like really into D&D. He was running a few campaigns. And he was making like music about his campaigns. But when he got into JacobDocs and he was like seeing what me and Steven were making, he was like, yo, I'm a cook. At 3 in the morning, he calls me and is like, dude, I just cooked. I gotta show you. I gotta show you this. I'm just like, all right, Nico. And he shows me it. So yeah, he was like, oh my god, I gotta show you this. He shows me, and I'm like, oh my god, that is amazing. You know?
Yeah, look, it's me.
Yeah. Hang on. Sorry. All right. But yeah, he's showing me it, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's really good. Calls me an hour later, and it's like, dude, I just cooked as well again. I made a different version. I'm not sure if I want to delete the first one. I was like, okay, let me hear it. And he shows me a second version. I'm like, ooh, that's really nice. Right. 5 in the morning, I hear, bro, look, I've been up all night. I just wanted to show you the last and final one. I still don't know what I'm doing. So I want to get your help. Like, you know, like should I delete them all, or should I keep them all? And so he shows me a third version, and the third version was fucking magnificent. Oh my lord. I loved it so much, but I also really liked the other two. So I was like, okay, Nico, I tell you what, you give me all three. I will compile them into a into a video of like the entire soundtrack, and we'll make each song for the different season, you know? And like each song representing how long the seasons are, you know, because the first one is very short. As you heard, it was very short. The next one is significantly longer, with the last one being the longest, right? And like, oh my god, dude, it was when you hear this song, it's peak. It's genuinely peak, you know. And I don't think I've shown it. I don't think I've shown it anywhere. I haven't posted it anywhere, at least not like publicly. So you'll have to wait to the credits. But oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, to finish up on questions before we go.
We have 2 more questions. One of the questions is, what are your limits while making JacobDocs? Like what? Oh, I think we did
already
that one.
answered that, yeah.
Yeah, we have one more question. Sorry. What were the problems you faced by making the series?
So okay, so first I think I'm gonna say right now, we'll save the questions for like every single other time we do this, because I plan on making this again and again and again, right? And we can just obviously ask everyone else the same question, you know, which I think would be fucking awesome.
I was going to suggest that, because these questions are great.
Yeah.
I will definitely be answering DJ's question in the season 2 commentary.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, when you're in it, you know.
Yeah.
Like when you are the guest, you know. Right now you are a guest, you know, but you're also just voicing the questions. Later on, you'll be like the, you know, the full guest and stuff. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
No, I'll be saving these questions, and hopefully we can get more next time. And maybe I'll even get Steven to like pop in and answer the questions, akin to how DJ, if you're watching this, buddy, akin to how you did it for one of your YouTube videos that our editor helped you with, and they answered a bunch of stuff there and shit. You know, like, oh my god, it's gonna be awesome, right? Like, I think I love these questions so much. But to answer the final one, right? For season 1 specifically, the problems that I had to face personally were Steven recording in landscape and making everything a TikTok, which he got better at towards the end. Like, the whole arc's plot line was like really good because obviously, he had learned to film landscape because I told him to do it. I did tell him earlier, but he was like, no, like, how do I do it for TikTok? I'm like, okay, fair enough. But we're fucking sorry. My brain was going like 1,001 fucking milliseconds faster than my body can catch up with. So there was that, right? He learned in the end, and I thought like, oh my god, okay, thank you. But that was kind of a problem because I didn't know how well it looked, and I felt that it was kind of off-putting. Like, even when watching it back now, I feel it's off-putting, and I've had friends describe it as like, oh, but it gives it character, it gives it its own unique like image, and I'm like, yeah. I still just see it as, okay, this is a fucking TikTok, it's kind of unrealistic, but whatever. Like, I think I made it work, right? I made it kind of work. It was fine. Another problem we faced, I am a plus-sized person. I didn't know anyone who was skinny and tall at the time. So, yeah, the accusations of having the pounderator or the upper double quarter pounder, or fucking whatever fucking fat name you can call the operator in the series that I've heard from many different fucking people. It's like, that was kind of a struggle because it's like, on the one hand, obviously I want the operator. On the other hand, I don't have anyone to physically play him, and I do not like using PNGs. I really don't like using them. It's a pain for me to edit, and I've seen some people use PNGs really well, but like, I don't know, it's just something to me that I'm just like, alright, I can't do that. I'm not as skilled of an editor to do that shit, And I didn't even know anyone in the Slenderverse community to help me with it. Like, I feel now if I had that problem, I could just say, hey, would you mind green screening yourself for a minute? And they'll probably do. They'll be like, yeah, sure, whatever. Right. But like, I couldn't really do that back then, could I? So yeah, it's yeah, there you go. I think that's basically the only problems that we face. Although, here, I'll answer this as well. A misconception a lot of people have when watching it, which I feel is something that everyone gets, right? I think everyone who does this little thing gets it. People being worried about filming in public and like people wondering what the fuck's going on. I don't think we've actually faced that problem at all throughout the creation of it. I don't really believe that I've, like, personally, I know I've not faced any problems. I know I've not, like, had to deal with someone coming on set or, like, police coming over being like, oh, we're so shit, like, I've not had to deal with any of that shit. I've only had to deal with the fact that I shouldn't punch my actress that fucking hard.
We've also had a comment while walking in costume.
Yeah. There was this really funny guy being like, "Oh, it's it's a bit early for Halloween." I was like, "I know. We're doing a movie thing."
It was literally like 3 days out from Halloween or something.
Aye, like it was 3 days before, and they go, "Oh, it's a bit early." Like, mate, we're in fucking October. Never too early for Halloween. And if any of you people are Halloween fans, put them masks on. If December is the fucking month where you instantly have to put your Christmas tree up which I think is fully fine and legal and respectful. Any earlier, you are committing sin.
Anyway, continue what you're saying.
No, like if you're gonna put your Christmas tree up in December, that's fine, and then have it up the whole of December, that's fine. If you're gonna put a Halloween costume on for the whole of December, I say that should be fully fucking accepted and is completely fine. Go and do it. Bring Halloween back, right? Like, oh my god. Ugh. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's all the questions. There's the season 1 commentary. I hope you all enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it, Scarlett?
Yeah.
I would ask Steven, but he's busy, sadly, having to vacate. But yeah,
Steven, did you enjoy it? We'll hear back in like 3 days or something.
Yeah.
Maybe tomorrow.
You'll hear later on when we do the Q&A again, but for him afterwards. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and I'm gonna hand you over to Steven. And then a big whoosh sound effect as he